This is helping them.
Are we back? Are we back? Some changes are coming. No. Yes.
Hold on, I see a live thing. I see a button.
I also see a live thing.
Hello,
Okay,
everybody.
yes.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Woo! Okay.
Yeah, I
All
see
right.
me eating on the screen. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right, we're here.
I'm
Hi.
struggling here with
Okay.
life. It's okay.
Well, hi, y'all.
We're back.
All right. So the giant gator was running out, and as it moves out, it is getting rafed by 2 more Samus, and it is not. It is like they are about 200 feet in the air, and it's like occasionally leaping up to take a bite at one of them.
Aw. Little
And
guy.
it misses on the first 2 snaps. Every now and then one of the big you keep hearing boom about a quarter second after you see a bunch of just water come like disintegrating off of that giant thing. It looks like they are affecting it because it seems to be losing some bits of mass, but it will take the giant alligator about a minute to get to the glitter boys.
That thing's terrifying.
Big.
Ooh.
I think you could have gone in here without help.
Right.
All right.
Counterpoint, we would have had Ramar.
It's a good point. That's a good
I don't
point.
think he would
That
have
would have been
helpful.
You
different.
would not
Ramar
have done
would have
anything.
saved us in
No.
against all of this. Ramar was the man.
Well, Ramar
No.
would have been, that's interesting, and walked home alone.
I'm gonna remember that one.
Huh, noted.
Advisable. Departing.
As you all
Idiom. Hell
come up
no.
to the outsides, you're at the building now, but inside the building here, you do see that it is guarded by like 2 of these alligator men. One of whom has the bone.
Wait, this alligator and alligator dudes?
There's the occasional alligator
Yeah.
around as well, and then the massive water gator.
Hail.
There's those 2 dudes. They look tough,
Okay.
and they appear to be like guarding it at the ground level. And there is a door that looks like it is openable. Like clearly the door swings in and out. The muck around it has been moved away.
And that's in our path.
That is, you need to go into that building.
That is the entrance to
Oh, that is the place.
Cyberworks building.
Gotcha.
So we
All
just
right.
need to take care of 2 of them.
Yeah.
There is a sign in English that says deliveries around back.
Well,
It's a very old sign.
I believe we should attempt to deliver ourselves to the rear of this building.
What?
I agree.
We should go around
rear-
back, Jack.
A rear delivery.
It's a sign
understands
thing. Don't worry
rhymes.
about it.
I can't read.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
I don't know what that says.
Wait,
All
did I
right,
read?
I'll follow you
I
around the
suddenly-
back.
I don't remember if I can
Okay.
read or not.
I think Harkins can read, yes.
Yeah, Harkins can-
Yes.
I suddenly can't remember if I can read it.
It's riffs.
It's all those lives.
Yeah.
It's all those
Harkins is-
lives zips
he's been
off
through a
around
lot.
in your head. You don't even know what's going on.
I don't even know anymore. Yeah. Apparently, I'm like version 4.0.
One of me learned to read. The other one didn't. What am I in now?
Yeah.
Paradoxical state.
Yeah.
All right, so you are. Give me one more prowl, everybody. Group stealth,
Dare you?
because you are now very
Yes.
close.
Bring
And
it.
they are-
Succeeding.
Bring
I
all the
got
proud
a
checks.
Jovra.
Joe.
Joe.
Oh, that was Zarsig.
And no, both of us, we did not do very well.
Well, that's only 2 out of
Josig.
these 7 of you.
Okay.
So you've
So-
killed us all.
Oh, I need to get Riley. So let's see.
Zarsig squawk. Jover just shushed
That
her.
actually is
He's like,
underneath
"You two
Riley's
both be
prowl.
quiet."
Riley is very good at prowl.
Noise.
Noise.
So you come up to what is essentially, you come around the side there, you see a couple of huts, you see a lot of activity on the 2nd and 3rd floors of this building, but the windows on the bottom are basically boarded over with bricks of mud
Okay.
and sealed, it looks like. And around the back is a big steel door that is shut, and it looks like it hasn't been opened in, let's say 300 years.
Neat.
How
So-
loud do you think that would be to open?
About 15 years, after I left. Cool.
Well, it's probably not going to be louder than. How big's the door?
Person
The
size.
average?
The front
Yeah.
doors is a it is a double door.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be louder than the fucking bombs and the chain guns that are going.
Yes,
off right
if we time it for when an impact is coming in, especially from one of those boom guns, it'll cover anything we do.
Could I try to? Because I'm familiar with the way Samuses work. Can I try to time when the Samuses do a flyby and unleash their railguns to
Give me
like
some
just
kind of
hit
either
the door?
Samus pilot check or some kind of military related check.
I was gonna say I'll
I can
actually
make
go
an
with
intelligence
it.
check.
Robots and
I can
power
do it.
armor.
This is also a skill that
I
does
can
this.
do advanced math,
Hang
and
on,
I
hang
can
on,
just
hang on.
calculate when they're going to go.
I got a 13.
All right.
Well, you got it, baby. It's fine.
Yes. So you guys can time how are you can opening this door. It is locked and shut. There is a
Oh,
keypad
there
that
you
looks
go.
like it hasn't been touched in a long time.
I'm a
Okay.
universal skeleton key.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Just wrench it?
Hell yeah.
It is an MDC door. You are trying to get it to move when it doesn't want to move.
I am PS31, supernatural.
Give me an attack.
I'm an
Okay.
electronical
Can I help
engineer,
also
guys.
having-
I literally am built for this.
Yeah.
You're built to open the
Drover-
lock. You are not built to move the door from the other side.
Because
Well,
the door
first
isn't
thing that's
just
happening
locked,
is
it's
Artemis
stuck with a
and
bunch of
Thrush
shit.
and
Jovra,
Harkins are going to.
Oh, yeah, Hello would
Jeffrey
just
has-
stand back anyway. She wouldn't.
Yeah.
She'd just be like, "Okay, you want to
I-
go? Okay."
I can cast supernatural strength on myself and help.
Well, you might
One-
not need to. So save
It's
your
one
shot.
Okay.
door. Yeah,
Alright.
I think
wait.
I think we're really over. There will be plenty of other things we can all fight. I'm
Okay, I'll
sure.
wait. I'll
The door
Give me an
prepare
can
attack
be-
roll basically, and Harkins give me an attack roll.
Yeah, attack
Alright.
roll, right?
Just
Like
melee
strike then,
attack.
basically.
To strike, yeah. Basically, aim, punch it.
Punch
Roll
the
it.
door.
I love
Yep.
it.
Punch the door.
Yep.
Just brace one boot against the wall, pry my hands into the material, and
Okay.
yank.
All right. Get that roll of a 2 out of the way. Yeah.
Damn it!
Harkins manages
Shoulder.
to grab a
You should
part
use
that
your
is
shoulder.
surprisingly sharp.
Ow.
Do I
Ow.
need to help?
Does not get a good grip. Now, Fox, give me Artemis's punch damage,
A moment, please.
92d6 MG.
and I'm gonna consider this double.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double and then double it. So 24
Okay.
is good.
Yeah.
All right, that is enough to get the door up and somewhat moving. It is enough to break it enough for a person-sized thing to squeeze through.
So up, so I'm like lifting it, or
Well, you kind of like were trying to wrench it up. You kind
Okay.
of end up peeling it a bit like fence. Like
Got it.
Yes.
So-
you peel it up a bit like
plant
fence.
both feet and
Inside,
after y'all.
you see on the ground, those of you who can see in the absolute pitch blackness in there, that there's a bit of water on the ground in kind of pools, and there's 4 pools in the room. Each of these pools, or 3 of these pools, have a whole bunch of eggs in them.
Cool. We just found the babies. We just found old what's his name's babies. That's a girl. That's a mama protected. She not gonna be. Yeah, she
No,
gonna
I
be
think
rowdy.
these are. I don't think that's the case. I think these are the tribes.
And there is a doorway that says auxiliary stairs and what looks to be an elevator that has been rusted shut. That you can assume would descend. This is actually a bigger building than I described. So you're coming in from a back entrance. You see in the back entrance in the room you're in, those 3 nests, and a hallway going down to what looks to be a staircase. And if you peek around the corner, you see kind of like a lobby with a big desk that has been like half shattered, and the ceiling here goes up 2 stories. It's like an open atrium in there.
Jovra, you're familiar with raiding tombs, right?
Yes.
We'll not
And
call you a
exploit.
tomb raider.
So one may call you a tomb raider.
It might, but
Should
Do
they?
you have any inkling when we ain't like these ancient buildings? Like, do you know where we should go?
Well, from our previous run-ins with these buildings and with helping Hello, the information has been down.
Oh,
love to go down.
He is not wrong.
Okay. Well then, down. Let's go.
All right.
So you move through the building. There's a couple of guards around, but no one is actively tending the eggs at the moment.
There are guards in this building.
Yes, but in the second and third story floors of this building, you remember were decently populated.
But we're on the first floor, and now we're going down.
Yeah. All right, you get to the door easily enough. There is here there is a padlock. Not a padlock, a computer access card. Riley runs up to it before the rest of you, pulls out a little box, puts it on top of it and says, "Good, it still has power." And then kind of takes out some tools and like swipes it like a pass card, and there's a doot 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 doot, and a green light blinks, and you hear ka-chunk, and that ka-chunk kind of echoes through the building a little bit.
Are you able to seal that once we close the door again?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Through quick.
I nudge Iola. Like your friend.
Go.
Iola flits in real quick. Yeah, they're great. This is what they do.
It's just accurate.
It's hard to hide your trail of mud as you run through this building, which the first layer is basically a muddy floor anyway. And you all run in. Riley pulls the door shut and clacks it. There is a bit of like sealed glass in this door, and everyone takes a breath as we see two alligator people go running past it towards the egg room.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Looking down, you see complete darkness for what seems to be 2 stories of stairs. At this point, the stairs stop. And there is a door in front of you. This one says, Cyberworks Base 7 auxiliary access.
Go in here. That's Sean, by the way. Harkins has no idea what's happening.
And
All right.
this door is air sealed.
Does
Would Hello know any? Like, would Hello know if this is an important room to open up doors or anything like?
This door will lead you into the facility, and it is going to be tricky to pick, and would take someone of your skill pretty much to even attempt it. But Riley actually, once again, pulls out a box that you know is like seems to be specifically coded to NEMA patterns of code breaking, and no one's updated their cryptography in 300 years. So,
Weird.
actually, Riley goes, "Oh wait, yeah, we have a pass for one of these." Flips through like a ring of key cards, and pulls out one and swipes it, and it goes, "Welcome, Director," and the door opens. Yeah, we found that a while back. That was super. They found that a while back. It's super helpful.
I would like to, as she swipes it,
Mhm.
I don't.
They.
I will get this. As they swipe it, I don't necessarily know if I can do this, but I have total recall,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to take a quick look and memorize the name and such that is on what I can see, any information that I can see on that card.
All right. On this one, you see, this is the card doesn't have anything written on it, but it says "Welcome, Director," and you give me a roll. There is, well, no, you would just get this.
This is to ISP.
Yeah, spend the ISP. You
Yeah.
get that there is. You remember that the director of this facility was named Elise Pollard.
Right. Okay.
You remember meeting them, shaking her hand, as she was greeting you, welcoming you to the facility, showing you down to the labs you'll be using.
Mhm.
Past the med bay, past one of the VR simulators, past what looked to be a full scale, like the model of the inside. Well, there was a full sized glitter boy in the facility, but it didn't really look like there was an easy way to get it out. Like they had built it piece by piece in there
Gotcha.
for, realism purposes of, well, if we need to put a wire in, here's where that wire would go. As you come in, the emergency lighting is extremely low, and it starts to come on, and there's a click, click, click as the slight phosphorescent kind of orangish light goes down the hallway, lighting up the rooms. Ahead is the med bay. To the left and down one floor is the lab you were supposed to have, and down another floor was the directorate office. Every now and then you can hear the faint hum of a generator as water is kind of pushed away from the complex. But it seems like whatever has been powering this thing is still going. And then,
Does it look like this particular part of the building that we're in right now has been at any point populated by the barbarians?
Absolutely not. There's no sign that they came down here at all.
Okay.
Actually, coming down the stairs, you see. Actually, they couldn't even get through the first door, so they kind of didn't bother. It didn't
Okay.
matter to them.
So then, hello. Are you able to reach out and see what kind of defenses this place might have? I imagine it's probably gonna have some automated shit, like popping out of walls or whatever.
If it would like to tell me, yes. And I'll go head over to the board.
You
You
get,
hush.
as you move through.
You
get
hush
over-
up, Thor. Why did you react that way?
I
You
give Harkins a hug.
reach
It's okay.
over and touch one of the systems,
Mm-hmm.
and you connect to the outside the building's system.
Mm-hmm.
All the computers that you did work on were air gapped, meaning they were not connected to anything that they didn't need to be connected to. There was a dedicated intranet for some, but this was a more general.
Mhm.
The defenses in this building were not automated; they were people.
Okay.
So there's a number of places where you could defend, but none of them are automated. As you move through
Oh no.
some kind of destroyed computers, you see, computers that look like the hard drives were taken out in a rush. You see a doctor's and nurse station, and there's solid doors that lead to the med bay.
Can I tap into cameras and emergency lighting systems?
The emergency lighting you can. The camera systems are down, and they wouldn't show the inside of labs or anything. They just show hallways. It seems like this feels like a tomb.
I'm getting the feeling this feels like a tomb.
All right. Well, that's good news. Then this should be a cakewalk.
Do we want
Yeah.
to examine the med bay? Hello?
I would say yes, but keep in mind, I have no prior vision into these rooms as the cameras are down, except for in the hallways, and the lights are dim now. Can I
Go
flick the
ahead.
lights on? Can I turn on the lights?
Yeah, you start turning on the lights, and you get you're connected. Give me an electrical engineering. Do you have that?
Probably. I don't see why I wouldn't.
Or any kind of engineering.
See. I have basic electronics, computer operations,
Give me
computer
basic
programming.
I
Okay.
thought I'd give you engineering. Sorry.
Skaboosh.
Success.
You may.
So you don't know what's supplying it with this much power? Like, the emergency generators that you remember would not be able to maintain this for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and shouldn't really have been able to continue pushing water away from certain parts of the base. Like, they installed basically a sump pump in part of it, and it's still operating 300 years later. Something abnormal is happening here. It's a very wide complex, too. It seems to stretch under a lot of Christmas. And as you head towards the med bay, Michelle and Iola can both feel it. that you're getting closer and closer to a nexus point above you. It's not
Must
an
be that
active
one by the
nexus.
Christmas. I don't know that.
Is it
Sorry.
possible that this place is drawing power from that? Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Have I?
You've absolutely heard of TW generators,
My guns work that way. Kinda.
but
My guns
They-
look that way.
hadn't been invented yet.
No,
And
they don't.
they hadn't really been invented yet, but strange things happen.
Texas. Could it be possible for that artificial intelligence to learn how to tap into the power from the Nexus?
Yeah, but the artificial
not?
intelligence ain't here. How would it be able to tap into something here?
Hello said this was like a
Hello?
tomb.
Yes, if it is a tomb, and I have been in many tombs, I've not seen a tomb be able to have this much power. How are the lights on? Hello?
Well, for one, I have turned them on. As for the power source, I do not understand it myself. It seems different than normal technology. It is strange.
Well, the only way we're gonna know now is to look around. So let's go looking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, not to
Agreed.
put too fine a point on this, but we are running on a clock here, people. There's a war going on over our heads. We need to keep moving.
I also do not know how long the electricity will last. I do not trust whatever source this is.
So let's not burn daylight. Let's make this happen then.
Yeah. I'll take point and go towards the. You said the med bays right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll head that way. Because if everything I've heard, Hello's body is in some sort of tank, that would probably be in a med bay or something. So I'm gonna go for the med bay. I think that was a good call. I think that's what Jover said.
Yeah.
Objective is the lab, right? Just so I'm.
I am
I don't know
going
the
to,
difference.
wherever
Okay.
Artemis is, I'm going to stick really close to them, behind them.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna head for the lab then, if that's where we're going. I mean,
She stays awkwardly close behind you. Like, awkwardly close behind you.
Is it possible for me and Jack to quickly check the med bay just to see if it's like empty?
Yeah, Riley says I'll pop any locks we come across.
Yeah, we just want to make sure it's just a regular med bay and not full of tanks holding people.
Yeah. We're
As you
right
go
here.
through-
Let's just check it before we get to the lab. All right.
Yeah, just a quick.
As you go through the med bay, you see this is like a fully stocked. There's a lot of supply. Well, it looks like a lot of the supplies were shoved like into bags on the way out. You kind of get that impression. And you do see that there is. Oh, now we need
I
to
grab a
reference
bunch
the
of
thing that I
medical
forgot.
supply bags that I can. Whatever I can carry.
There are
Yeah.
no full medical supply bags. It's mostly like little bits because they took every medical supply bag they could when they were going.
Grab and peels.
so lots of tongue depressors and
Well,
gloves.
Some little ear thingies. Like, I
Yeah,
can
little-
see your ear.
Yeah, little
Your
covers.
brain. There
Covers
is
for
a
the ear
brain
thingies.
in there.
no. Yeah, it's not.
It's like an evil demon soul floating around in there.
Oh,
That
not
is more
again.
What the
correct.
hell is it? Nope, different object. Preparation project.
I'm kidding.
Oh, it's this direction.
How
Yeah.
dare you turn this game into Deadlands?
Of course. Nope, there it is.
Ugh.
And they
Let me
didn't
see if
give
I'm
it
walking
a.
camera this way.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking the actual
You're
lore,
good.
and they didn't give this one thing a name that I can see. So
It's a
you see a
plumbus.
sign that says,
Harold. It's weird.
Exit.
it is a sign that says,
Escape.
the sign says, Project Dreamer 10.
Oh dear God.
I
And
have to
there's
know what that
another
is.
hallway down past it. And this door is shut currently.
Hello, do you have any recollection of a thing called Project Dreamer?
Going to close my eyes and see if I have a recollection of Project Dreamer.
All right, you do not. It's not a thing you need to spend ISP to do. You just
Okay.
don't. You've never heard of it.
No.
All right. Good.
Can we get into this one, Riley?
Yeah, hold on a sec.
I am
Uh,
curious, though.
Riley pops the lock on this one. It's
This
not-
is like probably a lab, right?
in this. It does expand into a deeper, fuller lab, where
Okay.
you look down. You see about 10 cryotubes. Like, look down. You see a light blue glow in the emergency lights
Whoa!
of people just standing in tubes, looking like they are in cryostasis.
How many?
10.
This is
Whoa! Shit!
incredibly creepy.
I'm just gonna go up and put my hand on one of them. Just very gently on one of the containers.
You know it should feel cold to the touch, but you can't feel.
I want to be wiping off some of the things, looking for
You see an incredibly attractive man. It's dark. It's basically Idris Elba.
Oh.
Whoa!
Nice.
You guys, look at this beautiful man.
Are
It's
they-
very
Who's
crazy.
next? Who's next to me? Is Jack? Are you next to me at one of the?
Probably. I'm wiping off. I'm looking for your jelly face that you were
Yeah.
wearing earlier. I'm looking
Yeah.
for the human version of that.
Jack,
None of them are there.
What's up?
how does it feel?
How does what feel?
Are
tank?
they cold, comfortable, warm? How does it feel?
They're cold. They're really cold. But that's a good thing, because if you're in one of these, then your body's probably been preserved. Like like food in a fridge.
Can we tell if these individuals are alive?
Can I see if there's a computer terminal in the room?
There is a
actually?
computer
Yes.
terminal. There's a number of computer terminals. There is no. All of them have a small green light on them, or a small blue light, I should say. There is a blue, green, and red, basically, display on the outside of each boxes. There is a computer terminal in the room. There's actually about 15 of them. But there seems to be one main operating station, and each tube has its own computer. But
Fantastic.
They are all connected.
I go to that main one and call over Riley and ask, "Can you make anything of this?"
Hello? Can you as well? Or
She's
I
just
think hello's a
staring.
little indisposed.
Riley just kind of like leans
give her a minute.
over part of the computer board and they say, well, it seems networked to them. So I'll do what I can. And out of Riley's pinky finger kind of like slides off and down, and a little cyberjack comes out.
No.
And Iola goes, "When'd you get that?" And she's like, and Iola is just like, had not seen Riley's new limb in action.
Oh yeah.
And they say-
lost an arm, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
They
they, were
say-
fighting demons.
Hey, it's not all bad. Sometimes you get upgrades. And Riley plugs into the computer.
I know that. Haha.
Let's see. Riley is excellent, but is having trouble getting into this system. They break through the outer access of welcome to Nema. As the computer turns on, it is a Nema screensaver, and it's just slowly moving across the screen is the word Nema. And Riley looks at the keyboard, hits a couple of buttons, Control, Alt, Delete, and it comes up with a password prompt. Riley gets through the first one, and it says, this says Project Dreamer Cryo Lab, and it looks badly programmed.
Can I do my possession and just open them all?
oh, whoa! Don't you? Hello. How
She's
about
not.
See, here's
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
don't
We
think
don't
told
know.
us
We don't
that.
know. We don't
Let
know.
her do her
but
shit.
She's
Let her
doing
do her
this
shit.
all.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to say shit.
As you
She's
use
doing
your
it in her head.
mechanic possession, roll a
Holy
BioWare mechanics check.
Okay. I would
Oh my-
definitely make sure that it wouldn't actually kill them, but she's just
It would.
It would.
Just telling you, like, just opening.
She
these
would
two,
know.
It'd be like,
Yeah.
she would know that it takes the just connecting to these. You see, there's a number of safeties in place to see if a tube has been breached or opened
Oh.
without the proper protocols.
Would I be able to with the?
Give me a biomechanics check to see what you
Okay.
can get started.
Would I take the 50 ISP2 or for
Yes.
breaking into? Okay. So
But
just
this is a biomechanics to see how their bodies relate to the tubes.
Okay. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Basic. Yeah, there it is. Come on. There it is.
Success. Okay. All right. So you turn on the rest of them, and the machine in front of Riley just starts reacting. And here's the thing. You very briefly, when the goo kind of enters the nearest computer, kind of flowing out of the wrist of the little brother suit. But but Evangeline's face stays in the open mask. If the mask was down, or is the mask up? I'll say the mask was down for show.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would have wanted to see the
Yeah.
people anyway, so people could probably see the reflection of her face off of the tube.
It doesn't appear that the amount of goo is coming from the body. It seems you're generating more of it rather than losing mass and connecting into this computer system. And very briefly, you touch part of Riley's brain.
Okay.
Before they pull their finger out of the cyberjack on the other end of this terminal. What?
You're right. What's wrong?
They look over at Hello, like, what are you doing? And as you go through, the computer just starts to go, tubes, list name and rank. And then they all start to go, begin retrieval sequence.
What is happening?
Retrieval
hold on.
sequence?
What is going on?
What are you doing?
Hello. Wait.
Well, she's waking them up.
I body tackle Hello if I can.
I will try to jump in the way and stop that instinctually.
All right, so here's how that's gonna play out.
I feel like he's a lot faster than me, but we'll see.
Yeah, I've got the one hand is still on the nearest tube to me, and the other hand on the nearest computer console or whatnot that's
So-
there.
Clearly, Harkins goes first. So give
Yeah.
me a just basic 2-strike roll,
Mhm.
like a punch, to body tackle Hello, which is
Sure.
actually a move that takes 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Says
And
2, baby.
Evan, you may have Jack attempt to intervene himself using.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop a body tackle. I don't even notice him at all whatsoever. So
Let's see. I could look it up, but I believe it's a parry.
Yeah, parry sounds right. Just,
Yes.
they tend to stand opposed.
Jack, give me a parry.
Jack Perry.
Hey.
Hey!
Oh, there you go.
Let me look at the numbers. Sorry. All right. So
If he goes for, I just want to clothesline with the metal arm and be like,
that's
whoa!
not what happens at all, because
Okay.
you are surprised by how strong Thruck is. As Harkins kind of tackles you into Hello, knocking kind of the entire body of it sideways a bit, but Hello is still connected to the computers.
What are you doing?
We got to get her off of that. She's
Isn't
gonna wake
she's
them
in
all up.
one of these things? What the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to break the connection. We got to get her out of
Why?
there because we
Why?
didn't talk about this.
Hello. I get up to Hello's
Yeah,
face and just
so
try to
is
get her
Jovra.
attention.
Hello. Hello.
I slap at her
please.
arm.
It's like slapping what's that stuff? Ectoplasm.
Not gonna. She's
used
like
to
not
look-
in there.
I
right?
use telepathy to just, hello, can you hear me? Just trying to get into her mind.
I can.
What are you doing?
They have no choice.
We can't bring them out into the middle of this fight. They don't belong here or now. It's not safe. You have to keep them here for just a little bit longer, at least.
If they're here and we opened the doors, they will die. They have no choice.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You find, as you're thinking, saying that, you find a
Hmm.
bunch of files. And it is each person in the tubes. It is literally a signed agreement, a short video notarized of them being willingly going into these tubes, and a last will and testament for each of them.
They're all horrible prisoners. They've all done terrible things.
They're all
Do you want
volunteers
to
who've been
open one of
expected
these
to
files?
I do. I 100% want to get to know each and every single one of them.
Well, the first
As-
one says, the Idris Elba looking man says, "I am Saad Rogers. I am entering Project Dreamer, my own free will without coercion, because the apocalypse is here, and there's nothing we can do right now. When the signal comes, America will need us more than it does now."
He's not wrong.
And sometimes
Each
this
of
guy
them
is.
says basically along the line of the same thing. The timestamps on these place these basically a month after the apocalypse hit.
Do they all sound slightly staged?
None of them are staged. They all sound
Genuine
sad.
in their.
They seem sad, a little frightened, but kind of committed.
While this is happening, can I look back at Riley and go, can you do anything about this?
Not without breaking the system.
Hey, are any of the faces that I've been wiping off the tanks, are any of the faces, did any of them resemble Evangeline
Not at all.
in any way? Oh. Hey, hello, you're not in any of these tanks. So we can, fuck
She's-
these guys.
I feel like that's
All right.
right now for her, Jack. Hello, listen. These tubes have lasted. Riley, what did you say? 300 years? Is that how long it's been?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but they're not going to last much longer with that shining new army that's all about
Hello,
the
we don't
new
know
America.
who's in charge here.
This
Everyone
has to
who is in
stop.
charge is dead.
No, we don't know who's keeping the lights on.
I think we may.
Do
Here's
we
a thought.
I can
Here's a-
pull her off of this thing, but we need to be sure.
Here's a thought.
I've
if you
slowed
use-
the process.
If you
Well,
use
it's going to
but-
take about an hour to defrost.
If
Okay.
you use all this time and energy opening up these people, there might not be any left for when we actually find you. For all you know, you're draining the last remaining bits of power from this place and sucking away your life support in whatever tube you're in. We have a
Just-
mission. We came here with a goal. We came here to find you. Hello. Now we found these people, and that's awesome. But maybe we should try to find you, and then we can come back for them on our way out. Does that sound all right? We don't have to leave them here. But right now, there's a lot of shit going on, and we need to go get what's ours first. And then we can come back for these guys. But if you use all the power waking these guys up, maybe all the lights shut off, and then we're fucked.
They're not going anywhere, hello. We just need a few minutes. Please.
Hey, Riley.
Yeah?
You're kind of in the system. What are the
Not
odds?
anymore.
Oh, she kicked you completely out.
Well, it's weird to hack mentally with two people, and
Okay.
I have a brain jack.
All right. I don't know, guys. Ripping her body off the thing isn't gonna stop her.
Riley, yeah.
She
like-
can just do it. She's disappeared all the time. And I don't know how to convince her off of this.
Either way, at this point,
Her
I'm feeling
hand
pretty
slowly
done.
comes off. Her hand kind of like slides.
You good?
This
Yeah.
isn't what you wanted, so let's continue looking.
Who knows? We might find more people that need help.
We're not done here. Not by a long shot.
Yeah.
And hello, you did agree to talk to us before you did something like this.
We made an agreement to talk to each other. before making a decision like this.
We're going to wake them up.
We agreed to talk to each other first. If that can't happen, I will walk. I don't need it.
Let's just go to the lab. Let's go see what else this place has in store for us. Let's try to find you.
We're still on a mission here,
Go to the lab. Go to the lab.
and we
Our
are
helmet
running out of
closes.
time.
All right.
Every now and then you feel the building shake a little bit. There's still clearly fighting up above. A couple of turns in this med bay lead you to a series of rooms that have basically no signage on them. And so, sorry, there is it comes to a section that says MOM implants.
Mom?
Yep. And
Well, they have little brothers, so why not moms?
Slightly different.
Is there
but
any
yeah.
role any of us can make to recognize what that means?
Bioware mechanics, intelligence, psychics, history.
We've got intelligence.
I rolled a 2.
On which one?
Lore, psychics, and psionics.
Okay. MOM implants are things put in people's brains to augment them. Some people sign up to be augmented in such ways, and they used to be called crazies, but now they're referred to as like mama's boys. Like, because of the mom implants. And the thing is,
Yeah.
it drives you insane. It
Yeah.
drives you to like Donald Duck levels of. You basically become kind of a cartoon character superhero. But it makes you just unbelievably unstable. And
Right.
over time, the brain's not supposed to have that much metal in it,
Yeah.
if any.
It's like the psychic version of being a juicer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
And there are different ways that it's augmented, or some use. You've seen one or two people with mom implants. There's stories of gunslingers with mom implants who are kind
Yeah.
of terrifying. And there's tales in the New West about wired gunslingers.
They are literally the worst.
And deeply problematic.
Yeah.
All right, so we stay away from that door.
Yeah, you don't want to put anything like that in your brain. Although there might be some saleable material in there.
Well, on our way out.
Yeah,
our way out.
right.
On our
Okay,
way
all
out.
right.
Wasted
yeah,
enough
yeah.
time.
Yep.
All right. You keep going through. There is a small area that says long-term care. And it's basically 2 doors down from the MOM implant section.
Could this be it?
Going through that door either way.
All right.
You
Yeah.
can go
okay.
through the mom door to go through the long-term care door. I'm totally kidding.
Hello, keep looking back.
Shoot our kids. Pow.
So the long-term care, you go into it. It's another hallway and another couple of doors. And Riley pops the lock on one. And in walks Jovra into that room,
Mhm,
followed by Riley, to
mhm.
where there is a large tube. It is kind of at an angle. Inside is a brown-haired woman who looks exactly like Evangeline. It is also directly underneath the ley line.
Holy shit.
Attached to the back of Evangeline's head are a number of implants connected to a machine.
Do I see this?
First
Oh, it's
in
only
is
Jovra
Riley and Jovra.
Yeah.
Like just standing in the doorway? Because I'm behind Artemis, kind of looking back. Do I turn over and see it?
Yes.
Immediately hug Artemis. I just
Okay, hello.
immediately just from behind, just in a very
I'm gonna immediately
protective stance.
stand in between. Hello.
Hello, are
Do
you
you-
alright?
What's in the room? Is it a bunch of trash?
What do you got in there?
I just start looking behind.
Hello.
I just start looking behind Artemis, and I.
Hello.
What are you looking
Look at me. Look at me. Please.
Artemis is not safe.
Excuse me?
What? What are you looking for?
Hello, I'm gonna need a little bit more explanation there.
Hello.
Maybe I need to give a little more explanation because when you had those visions, those two were further apart.
Hmm?
The two visions you had,
Yeah.
they were further apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
sorry,
like-
I didn't make that clearer when I gave you the visions. You
Oh.
had
Okay.
three little visions. One of them was Jovra and Riley coming in. One of them was Artemis getting stabbed in the back.
That's
it
what
was-
you
Yeah.
your back.
There was distance between them.
Temporal
bro.
distance.
Oh.
But
Okay.
it takes you remember it for a moment and you're like, wait, the walls were different
Yeah.
there.
Like hug. You're like, oh, like you snap me back, Jover, when you say that.
Not yet.
Yeah,
I-
what?
Hello. We've known each other for a long time. We have agreed to talk about this as a team.
I didn't know if there was time.
They've
I
been there for
need you-
300 years. Sorry.
I need you to not overreact. 'Cause I need to explain to you what is going on when you see what you see.
What is in there? Did you find me?
And it is not like the others that you found. You are attached to the system.
Yes.
Under a nexus.
But
What's that mean?
I was just about, yeah, that.
Ley lines.
Think
Yeah,
about
but-
it. Think about it.
Well, I understand she's
She's-
connected to a machine. What does that have to do with the ley line? I don't
We're
understand
not-
magic.
Wait, the power.
The
Is this-
power. Look, think about it. Hello is a unique being made out of
Goo.
Goo.
it's almost like a manifestation of her soul. That doesn't happen. We've always wondered how she's been able to go back and forth.
It's
She's
from
under a
the ley line.
nexus. Yes, she's not just under a ley line, she's under a nexus.
God, I wish Cassidy was here.
Well, wouldn't that mean that we should be able to reunite her with her body?
Viola says that.
If I go,
And she'll turn back to the direction of the
they go.
I don't understand what that means.
We can deal with that.
She's
We can deal with them after we
we
figure
were
out.
wondering what was powering this.
You think it's her?
It would be the ley line energies, wouldn't it?
Well,
The
but
interaction.
This makes
Yeah.
sense. This is not. I know this is like blowing your mind. Like, listen, again, I hate to rush people here, but like, again, I just draw my pistol. You can make technology run on magic. This is not unusual. This is
Yes.
not uncommon. It's strange that it's here, but seeing is believing, and we know it works. And I think that's all that's going on here, you guys.
All
Oh.
right.
Yes.
Then
But
what do
we
do
need to
now?
be careful. So hello. You understand. Just can't go in there and poking around. We need to figure out if you are the one powering this. And if we disconnect you, what that means for everything else. Do you understand? It's not that I don't want you to be reconnected with your body, but we need to make sure we just don't go in there. We need to make sure that you take the time to do it right. Understand? Please.
Yes.
And then I want to take Hello's. Come on. I want to reach out your hand, please. And I'm going to, if Hello will take my hand.
I'll put it out very slowly, and even though it's like a goo body and everything, it's slightly trembling.
I'm here. I've always been here for you. I just want to make sure we do this right. Okay? And then I want to just slowly lead her in and just sort of like be right there for her.
As you walk in, you see the tube, and there's a number of chairs in this room, and there's a little table next to the thing. And on that table, is a note. And that's where we're going to go to break.
I know who it's from. Oh, God. Good. Okay. Dear.
All right, y'all. We'll be back right after these messages from our amazing sponsors.
And our
Wow.
3 people? 4 people?
What?
What?
Oh, yeah, 4 people.
Okay.
Thank you, Michelle. And Nerdy, Teddy, thank you for reminding me.
And
it's been a
Donald
week. And Don and Capjack for being our amazing VIP Gold Circle, whatever, special Gold Star patrons. I always add extra things each time for funsies.
Yeah.
And you
And
two
also-
can be... Yep, what?
Also, thank you, Nerdlopedia.
Oh, yeah, and thank you, Nerdlopedia, for the raid. That was amazing. You too can be shouted out before break by becoming a Patreon. Or patron, not a Patreon. That would be a website.
Using
a
Patreon.
patron. By using Patron. Brion. Damn it, we're going to break. We'll see you right after.
We'll be
Bye.
back.
Thanks so much
Brains
for
are
hanging out with
belting.
us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or 5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to
Hello, and welcome to the emotion simulator that is Rifts.
Dear God.
It'll be fine.
Remember,
Remember,
glass case of emotion.
The group
Gonna shoot a
had
monster.
infiltrated Christmas Florida and made their way into Cyberworks Base 7, where they found 10 sleeping soldiers.
One of which was a beautiful Idris Elba.
One of which looks exactly like
which is
Idris
just to
Elba.
say Idris Elba.
It's
Yeah.
just Idris Elba.
He has his
Right.
own name. But if I were casting, it'd be Idris Elba.
Idris Ilba.
Is that how you pronounce it?
No. Anyway,
It was
moving
some
on.
kind of pun, but I'm not there. Ilba?
No, I just
Never mind.
reversed the
Just
Oh,
first
Idris
letter.
Ilba. Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you said Idris. All right.
Mm.
Anyhow,
Okay,
And
keep
then-
it going. I don't want this.
and then Hello began to start unfreezing them. The rest of the group demanded that they have a discussion about it before they unleash 10 soldiers from 300 years ago with no idea what's happening. And
Releasing mass murderers now. Oh shit! What did we do?
Seems
Oh
responsible.
no! Oh no!
this is not a Demolition Man scenario.
That's
They are
exactly where my brain was. You're going exactly where my brain was.
They are still slowly unthawing, though, right?
It's been paused, but
Okay, it's okay.
They gonna die.
and then the group found a tube
We
where
don't know that.
Evangeline Westbrook
For sure.
is laying.
My God.
There is a note next to it
Stop.
and a number of things on the small side table next to the tube where Evangeline Westbrook lies, possibly sleeping.
Are we in this?
It is
room?
not cold, Evangeline's room.
Or are the
Evangeline's
rest
tube
of
is
us?
not frozen.
Oh.
Am I like moving in it?
No,
Like,
you are
slow-
you are lying kind of like slatted down,
Okay.
with sheets over your from basically your shoulders down.
Okay.
And the you kind of have like a complete monitoring system that seems to be still active and functioning. And on the table is a large, what looks to be hard drive, with something written on one side of it, but you haven't written, but you'll have to pick it up to look at it. And a note that says Evangeline on the outside, written in the handwriting of Stephen Westbrook.
Do it. Fuck. Okay. Both hands go into Jovra, and they're just squeezing very tight and just completely shaking, and you can see her eyes locked on that table.
want me to read the note?
No. I cannot hear. It could compromise the mission.
Do you want to examine the hard drive?
I am afraid.
I can help you with that.
No.
Okay.
No. Afraid is too easy of a word.
I know. You've waited for it, and now it's here. And it can be what you imagined, or it can be something else. We're here for you. If you want to take a deep breath and turn away and walk away, we'll do that.
I do not breathe.
If you want to take a moment, what do you want?
to open the 10 containers.
What about this one?
If I live, they die.
We don't know that.
You don't
I would
know
like
that.
some confirmation of that before we go off and
Yeah, we
make
don't
assumptions.
know that shit.
Hello? I said we just need to make sure we have all the information. We have information here. Someone left you a message. Someone left you instructions. I suggest we read them. I suggest we inform ourselves of what is going on so we can make the right decision for everyone.
Her hand slipped from yours. You read it. If there are instructions, we follow. Anything else, leave be. Please.
I will take the note and open it.
The note doesn't have any instructions in it. It begins, Eve, my love. Do you keep reading?
Jerbo just put it to her chest for right now.
Press X to continue reading sappy note.
It seems as though the directions are on the hard drive.
Put her hand out for the note.
Are you positive?
Yes.
And give her the note.
Without looking at it, she just grabs it and puts it in a pouch.
Gotcha.
She can't. Like, she is, like, visibly at this time, her hand was out. It was just shaking. Like, there's no denying it at this point. And she just stands. Her stance is now more of the soldier stance. She's just up, straight.
All right. We came here for a reason. That was to reunite you with your body. That is the reason we traveled all this way through swamps filled with dinosaurs, with giant alligators, fucking whatever, through the sky, golden Samuses, and now at the last minute, you don't want to do that, but would rather try and rescue 10 people you never heard of and who may actually be a threat to us.
Let her
I don't
examine the
understand
hard drive. Let
Alright.
her examine the hard drive.
All right?
Who is it? Something that can be looked at, like a computer monitor thing, or does it have to be me that looks at it?
If you look at the hard drive itself, written on it in Stephen's handwriting is Aria, A-R-I-A, and and please insert. And you notice there is a number of computers and docking stations hooked up to the long-term care tube that Eve Westbrook is in.
I'm going to pick up the hard drive.
The hard drive feels super familiar.
I'm going to hand it to Jovra.
Yeah.
Same, please. And she's going to turn and stand just outside the door.
Do you want me to put this in?
Yes.
Okay. So Jervo will insert hard drive.
Mhm. And then when you turn to start doing that, she goes and stands just outside the door, so that she's not visible. Just outside the door.
I
Gotcha.
suspect Iola comes over and like holds your hand or something, because that is a very Iola move.
Iola would, at this point, basically be holding your hand, unless you tell her not to. Hello.
She could be holding it, but I'm in my protective. I'm guarding the hallway while they're doing the, like, very very, what is it, like night, like those knights that guard the,
Like a sentry.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Jover, you insert the hard drive, and for a second you can hear it sing
Say R.
as the machines start to follow through on the programming that was connected to that hard drive. A monitor pops up which says patient condition stabilized. Release protocols, yes, no. Further diagnostic.
Can Jackie right behind Jover looking at the looking at the computer?
Yes,
Can Jovra
Do
actually
further.
select further diagnostic?
absolutely.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
She
There's
selects,
backseat driver.
she selects further diagnostic.
A image of a brain pops up with clearly an MRI, which is something most of you have no idea, but it's basically we all know what an MRI is.
Players,
An image of the brain.
the imaginary audience viewing
Yes.
this movie
And
sees an MRI.
but there's very clearly a blackened splotch in part of it. And there is very clearly a number of electronic pieces into the back of it. None of you would be familiar with what a cyberjack looks from the inside, but you could basically assume that this person had a cyberjack, and it appears they also had some kind of aneurysm. That part of their brain basically popped. And it shows that, and then you feel the entire machine run like a part of the machine comes down and passes over the entirety of the body in there and then goes back up. And the MRI updates. And the aneurysm is gone. But there is another piece of machinery in the back of the head. There is a second piece.
That was not there earlier.
That was not there when this person was placed into stasis.
What is that, Jover?
Is there a display or anything that's stating what that is? How-
It says new hardware detected. Drivers installing on hard drive, copying from sheet
The
music to
spinning wheel of death.
aria, and it's an enormous file.
Could I make a
So
basic
much music.
electronics check?
Sure.
Okay. Who knows?
What are you
Hey,
trying to?
I'm
answers?
I want to know. So, I want to know, like, as much as my basic understanding of electronics would get me about what the hell is plugged into the back of her head.
All right. Some kind of cyberware. Definitely looks like a data jack. You have no idea what the other thing is.
Okay.
It's very, I would say, arcane, but that's misleading of a
want
term in
to-
this world.
Can you tell if it's beneficial?
I want to call Riley over.
Right? It's like, yeah.
I know what some of this means, but not all of it.
All right. So there's a system in this bed that's connected to her, and let me do a quick check for Riley's electrical abilities because I believe Riley has electrical engineering. Oh, 15.
I was like, please don't make Hello come back here and diagnose herself.
Yeah.
She can't handle
Right.
this right now.
Riley is Iola is holding, even in the guard position,
Mhm.
Iola is saying soothing things. I don't know exactly what they would be. Probably something slightly funny, but
Mhm.
I'm not Kate and I'm not as good as Kate.
She's definitely trying to remind you of like better times.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
like that this is
That
an
you've gotten through.
opportunity,
Mhm.
and when she sees that, kind of throws you a little, she'll change over to like funny things that have happened.
Yeah, this is 100% a scene like a small child trying to make a British like censure move and smile and stuff. She's like,
But with like
Dead
care
focused.
and
yeah,
so
dead focused on protecting right now.
Riley says, all right, so there's a whole bunch of energy coming out of this person. It's, I don't know, they're generating some kind of electrical field that is amping up the base, but it doesn't look like it's powering the whole base. But
What would happen if we unplugged him?
it'd go back to emergency backup power. And unless someone comes in and fixes up this base, it probably has 5 years.
Those bodies would have 5 years.
Yeah. Before the flooding started eroding the bottom.
Do
Seems
you know
reasonable.
what was additionally inserted, what cyberware she might have? Because before
It's,
she had a brain aneurysm and now there's new hardware.
it's not exactly my area of expertise. I'm more about cracking things open, not skulls. I don't know that I've ever seen anything with this kind of density of programming
What-
inserted.
What can we do?
It seems like maybe it. All right, so this is, well, never mind. It's going to sound weird. Everything sounds weird. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's
Try
been
us.
writing itself for the past 300 years.
As if like keeping a record.
Well, more like building itself. I don't know.
Well-
What's been building itself?
Is the thing done building?
Holy shit.
Yeah, it seems. It looks like the final codes only updated like a year or two ago.
Fuck.
Artemis.
She's not smart enough to posit what I just realized, so don't worry about it. God, I wish Cassidy was here.
Look, I don't get this. All I get is that that's Hello's body, and that's Hello or Evangeline. How do we get the two to mesh without like some sort of nuclear explosion?
Why would there be an explosion?
I don't know. This shit's crazy. We're underneath the fucking thing.
Is that
It's magic. I don't know anything about
Is
magic.
that what she wants? Riley says. I think if we remove the woman from the system,
Right.
she will be able to continue existing. She'll probably live, but I'm not seeing a lot of brain activity right now.
Because the
But-
brain activity is outside the room.
And I think the brain activity is on the other side of that door.
So why don't we go have a conversation with Evangeline on the other side of that door?
But I do want to say that if you leave this here, it will continue. It looks like it's stable and powering itself.
All right, but do we want to know what's on that thing that's been implanted in her head?
My guess is it's the thing that's standing outside.
All
Yeah.
right. So here's my question. If this is one of those facilities that Archie is supposed to be partially controlling and is able to wake up the people in, what
Well-
does that mean for Hello?
The other room, well, oh boy. The other
Right.
room was waiting for a signal to activate. It was waiting for an
Yes.
external input to be sent.
Here.
I don't know how. This isn't doing that. This
Oh, all
is outputting. It's not
Okay.
waiting.
It's outputting to Hello.
Yeah. So you don't think there's a
Yes.
risk that there's some connection between that AI and Evangeline here?
I don't know for certain. AI is not really my thing.
I feel like if there was, we probably would have seen some evidence of it by now.
Someone
Right? Don't you
plugged
think? Like,
some sort of thing into the back of a brain, fixed an aneurysm, and made it be able to project into ectoplasm. Oh, wait, is that not evidence?
That feels like what's what happened here. Yes.
That's a good point.
Yes.
But
That's a good point.
I don't know what did that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm asking.
Wait.
Wait.
And I leave the room and I go to where Hello is. Hello. You said you saw things, right? When you were laying, you said when you disappeared, you were laying in the bed and you saw things, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, spoiler alert, somebody put some shit in your brain and it's, I think, making you, I don't really understand the gobbledygook stuff that we were talking about, but that's why you, are
Jesus,
this.
Jack.
So, look,
Iola.
can you remember who or what came into that room while you were lying in that bed? Do you remember any names, faces, anything? Awesome. Was one of them a giant robot named Archer? Archer?
What?
Arthur?
No.
Isn't that what we said? Harkins, isn't that what you said?
The answer is
What?
no, right? Kevin, I really
The answer is
okay,
no.
very definite.
You might be missing something, but the visions you've had have been Stephen and other hospital staff. And then you had one vision of soldiers coming in, but then that vision kind of cleaned itself up. And that vision was Jovra and Riley coming into the room. You feel like you've been undisturbed for a long time, as far as you know.
Question.
No, Jack. The best I can do is attempt to bring myself back to my body through clairvoyance, but I'm not sure that that is wise right now, as I do not wish to upset my party. And she'll go back and look at the rest down the hallway again.
So if the only people you saw entering that room were the people way back in the day, then maybe they're the ones that put that thing in her head. And maybe they were trying, like, maybe they put it in her head knowing that it would fix her aneurysm.
Jovra and Riley,
No, not Jover and Riley, the hospital people.
they are the last things that I remember seeing entering my room.
Well, that's because I think they just walked in like 5 minutes ago.
I've known for weeks.
What? Well, you can like see the future, can't you?
I
Maybe
can
you just saw
see
the
the
future.
past.
You can see
You could see the future.
you know.
As a player, you understand.
Little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
making sure.
we're all checking on.
Yeah.
All right. Hello? Evangeline? Do you want that pod open? Do you want to be reunited with your body?
Maybe we should give all the information first, Jack.
Didn't I just do that?
No.
Did I not?
She's
If
No,
we
Evangeline's
unplug
head
you...
is Hello's head is going to go straight to Jack's, because other than Iola, he's the only other person there in the hallway with her that I assume she
Harkins keeps popping his head out.
Yeah, well, we can hear you. You're just down the hallway, right? Like, this isn't...
yeah,
Like
yeah.
right outside
It's a
the
big
door.
metal
But
building.
like just to
yeah.
just to look at it, they're the only. But she looks straight at Jack.
If my coming out of that pod means others must die, then I will stay.
Not for 5 years.
They
I've
wouldn't
done
die
it
for 5 years.
315 years.
No, but if they're like, okay, we unplug you, they're on ice for 5 years. That means the shiny brigade will probably wake them up and pull them out, and probably do a better job of it than we would, because they would try to nurse them back to health. Whereas
They
we
want
would
them anyways.
literally wake them up, throw them in our metal van, and drive them hundreds of miles back to Castle Refuge, where they'd probably die of shock halfway down, or be eaten by some sort of gargoyles. So I don't know. It might be in their best interest to stay here. We let the shiny people brigade know, and then the shiny ass brigade comes in, wakes them up, picks them up, makes them part of their weird Enclave team. Yeah, Colt. Good. Hey, good one, Harkins. And then,
Riley size.
Bob's your uncle. Everything's good. They
Kevin,
will live.
Yes.
Do we still have radio communications with the Army of the Republic?
Down here, it is pretty solidly hardened. Radio communications upstairs aren't happening.
Huge
But-
alligator. We're all dying.
The shelling
So
seems to
bad.
have slowed
My leg.
to somewhat of a stop. Like, you haven't felt a shake from an impact in like a minute.
You
Which is
just
exactly
hear
what I'm worried
roaring.
about. Listen,
We the one
this
along.
existential crisis is great. I need to get a sit rep. And then Artemis is going to proceed back towards that elevator we came down and try to get a signal upwards while this is going on.
Okay. Give me a...
Like you don't have to like I
Pick
don't
a
need to
skill.
pick a skill. Fucking I don't know.
Yeah.
There's like a zillion skills.
Outdoorsmanship.
No. Radio
You
basic.
just
Recognize wild vampire.
You have any radio
Screaming.
skills?
I have no radio skills.
Juggling.
Backflip.
Then you're just holding it up in the thing. You're
Basically.
running.
I'm just yes.
I got nothing.
I'm not sure if Artemis is familiar with what a Faraday cage is, but I think Fox is.
I am, yes.
Yeah.
Artemis
Artemis-
is just irritated that she can't get contact to the surface and just trying to carefully get back
Yeah, you're
Okay.
basically at
while
the-
this is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, Artemis
Fine.
gets basically up to the door.
She'll just look at Jack and then I will leave it at this. If you had a family, would you want them in this state?
This state, and I point to your body.
And she pointed back to the other ones.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
but no, but I'm also the kind of person that likes to have my cake and eat it too. And in this situation, you can. We don't know everything. We'll figure it out, but we can pop you back in your body, and these people get to live. I mean, who knows? The shiny ass brigade might have just wiped out all the crazy reptile barbarians. They come down here. We can all wake these people up together, or if not, we wake them up in like a year. They'll be alive for 5 years. We're good. That can be our next order of business. You came all this way. This was like the one thing you wanted. It's right here. We can give this to you. And I think we can do it in a way that leaves these people alive. We should at least give it a shot. You don't want to regret this.
Ain't no one gonna die to wake you up.
If there can be assurance of that, then I will comply.
Riley,
Yep.
how long will those folk last in the ice tubes after Evangeline is unplugged?
Given current power supply and the way the building would probably decay a bit, minimum 2 years. Your average is looking about 5, depending on the water levels. And to be honest, I don't know. I haven't heard shelling recently, so that means we either just they're stopped and waiting for word from us again, or they, cleaned them off. But
Right.
if we,
So
we wanna
either
get
way,
back
we
down
have-
here, we can.
So either way, we have more than enough time to make an informed decision about what to do with all those folk, whether or not Evangeline is awake or not.
Riley also goes, oh shit, and the bed starts like hovers an inch off the ground. It's like,
Riley, stop. Don't just press shit.
We're not.
I don't know. I know you're
I
not.
did.
I
That
don't
was
trust.
me. I saw
Yeah.
levitation and I hit the button and I didn't know who would levitate, but apparently it's like a hospital bed that moves.
Wait, the bed that I'm on did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jerva is monitoring like the hard drive and looking at Evangeline's body and doing that's what she's doing, trying to
Yeah.
figure out.
So this whole thing is bulky, but it seems the doors here are wide enough that you could get it through.
This is
The
your
whole
choice.
bed that she's on?
Yes. It does not move fast.
It's like that bed Padme's on at the end of.
That seems like a terrible idea.
That is.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
a terrible
Jover's
idea.
just looking at to see, like, is her body, like, reacting yet? Has the hard drive stopped doing its thing?
The hard drive is finished copying over completely. And it says, melody files replicated. But I'm not sure any of you know what that means.
Not a clue. All I'm saying
So Jover's going to look at that. 'Cause she knows. And she's going to pop her head out. Hello? Remember how you said you miss Melody? The drive just said that the melody has been copied.
I can't get a hold of the surface. We can't stay down here forever. Shelling stopped, but I don't know what that means.
we have
Please
traveled
come-
too far not to allow this decision to take the time it needs to take. Whatever happens up there, we are perfectly capable of making our way out of here. Let this be.
Hello,
this will
would you
become a
please-
priority that these others are released, if I am released.
We can
Yeah.
do that.
Yes. If you come in and slowly look at the information and slowly let this happen, you will get the information that you need in order to restore you to your body and rescue those 10 individuals.
She'll nod and head into the room.
All right.
This is very business. Like everything she's like,
Yeah.
it's all very, I want to say stoic, but not in like a dramatic way at all. This is very get in, get needs to be done, and get out.
Professional.
The question is, what needs to be done?
I'm going to go in and look at the board. And if there's a possibility of, while I'm looking through things and all the information that I need to, being able to project also what I'm doing on another screen so that everyone else can see what I'm doing. Like,
It's easy enough for you. There's another screen connected to this thing, and you can do that all without connecting to the machine itself mentally. You can do that just through typing because you are skilled at that sort of thing. You basically repurpose what would be like a heart rate monitor that was saying like very little.
so I gain all the information that they told me.
Yes, it is the area drive, the ARIA drive, and it says the melody files have been replicated into the ARIA drive. And you find a PDF on the ARIA drive.
I open it.
You got to
All right.
download Adobe Acrobat.
No, Google has its own reader now.
JPEG. It's a JPEG.
It says this. It says sup all. This is like the third backup because I was worried they would take Melody away from me again. So if anyone but me is seeing this, give it back.
There.
Is that
or I'll
Lindsay?
do ... stuff. It's not. It's Eve.
Oh,
It's
okay.
written in the original
Okay.
author is Eve Westbrook on this.
Gotcha. Okay.
And if I don't know, if I can't get out of this bed, I will. I've set this up as a backup. But things are starting to get And then the PDF just ends.
I immediately close it and go on to the next bit of information and whatnot that I need.
All right, so a lot of this
Yeah.
is highly technical stuff about how to integrate the Melody Drive into a Glitter Boy. And how a ton of it is theoretical workings on how to replicate a Melody Drive that would have any semblance of thought. Because anytime it was done quickly or without direct thought input, it didn't seem to function at all. And there's a number of tests you see on there, failed tests of copied all melody files over, no reaction from secondary suit. Created new melody files, basically copy and paste, and then no reaction from secondary suit.
All of this I'm going very quickly through. I'm searching specifically for pretty much what they already told me, and what is the most efficient way to get my body out, and when the time comes, theirs.
All
Like,
right, so
most safe and efficient way.
the most safe and efficient way is to wake yourself up, and then it's a question of what do you mean by safe? Because you could wake them up in an hour. You could stay down here for an hour and wake them up, but then you got to march them through a potential lizardmen army under fire. Or you could stay down here with them, hope no one notices you're down here, and hope you brought enough provisions so that they get accustomed to being again.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is you don't have the tools on hand to acclimate them.
Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, just to open up just to make sure that when they come out, they're healthy. So that
it has been
because I've been promised that we're coming back to get them when we're more prepared.
So
we or the other people or whatnot. I just want to know how we are I want to leave detailed instructions on the safest way to wake them up.
Yes, you do. You leave basically the
like a checklist of things. Yeah,
like exactly a checklist. Like do this. Did this go wrong? Do this.
Yeah.
And you leave the instructions basically that you took from those tubes. Mm-hmm. That you do see that going through those files real quick, you see that the login occasionally is that of Stephen Westbrook, who was designing that system, or partially involved in designing of that system, because it got done real fast by everyone on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of extrapolated from what was happening within the long-term care ward with your stasis, but it couldn't be done the same way, so it had to be done with cryo.
And then the last thing that I want to know is, I may have been able to find this out in the other room, but I just, for my own personal, do they have brain function or are they like me?
They are completely inert.
Okay, so they did not have
It's unlike there might have been some dreams early on, but once they hit full cryo...
No, like they're not separate like me.
They are not thinking.
Okay, so they're in complete... Okay.
And it seems that the people here were following instructions that they were getting from elsewhere to help build those. Part of it was coming in from other CyberWorks projects that had been suddenly declassified, as the classification seemed to matter a lot less.
Okay. Once I've gained all the information that I could and have put all the information in so they can understand and transcribe what I was reading as well, turn around.
Raya's like, I get it. I can do that.
Thank you. Let us begin.
With what?
waking me up.
Oh shit. You. Okay.
Wake me up inside.
When it's
Uh,
all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older.
I can't wake up.
Wake me up inside.
I
For
don't
those
think
who are
she meant to
listening and
do
not
that.
watching,
No, she definitely didn't mean to do that, but it made it fucking hilarious.
totally dropped her camera.
Oh, well,
All right.
that's live streaming for you,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
I
hey.
hope she can find a link to the Zoom. All
I'm
right.
still
Artemis
here.
suddenly explodes.
No, I was hugging her.
So Riley reaches over and says, "Okay," and hits yes.
I'm going to sit in the same chair that Stephen was, and I'm going to watch my body.
The chair's arms are worn, you notice, as you put your hands on it. He was a little taller than you, but you in this armor find that like he basically wore grooves into the armrests.
Actually, I'm going to stand the armor next to the chair
Mm-hmm.
and goop out into the chair. Sorry about that.
I'm dead.
out.
It was dramatically appropriate.
Turns out there's a power button on my keyboard. Live and learn. Live and learn.
That's true. Normally you just walk away.
Yeah.
Leaving the camera open.
Yeah.
All right. So
But yeah, I am going to goop out into the chair, just in a blob. Big blob with
in a roughly humanoid form, as the
Ish.
face starts to lose detail.
Yeah.
The drive starts to boot up. The Aria drive comes to life and activates a whole bunch of screens and a whole bunch of shit that's flying real fast across the thing. And it is basically automating everything this tube is about to do. And the tube goes upright. The first layer of dust on it kind of like shakes a little, and the scanner comes down and up one more time, and it says, "Prepare for tube to open." It says out loud, and the restraints detach. The cyberjacks into the back of Evangeline Westbrook head retract back into the tube, and the top glass layer slides slowly, weirdly slowly, very slowly open. And
Is there anybody next to me other than my suit?
Joker would be.
I'll be as close as you let
Yeah.
me be. Yeah,
Iola would be.
Iola would probably be holding.
we're all there.
Yeah.
The goop would.
Except Harkins.
Yes.
The goop begins to fade.
Artemis isn't either.
I'm
She's
like,
nervous
if I
with all
had knuckles to be white, they would be white knuckling the side, the
The
rail.
chair.
Yeah, the chair.
And you're standing. What do you do?
I fall. Just
Can I
You
catch?
don't fall
Oh shit! Good.
because Iola's there,
Nice.
And so is Joker.
and so is Jover. And you slump forward in a hospital gown with 2 rings on your finger, and it's freaking cold.
Yeah, I'm pulling off my cloak and bringing it over. Handing it to Jovra.
Every tiny hair on your arm is suddenly very upright at the sudden sensation of temperature existing again. Your hair has weight. That's something you kind of forgot. Blinking's a thing. But like your muscles don't feel atrophied too badly. It like they get you in a jacket and it's a little warmer, and you are Evangeline Westbrook. You're standing there shivering. You can feel the jacket on your skin. You can feel your wedding ring on your hand. You can feel the air move in the room.
Where's the goo, Kevin?
The goo isn't there anymore. It just ceased to be.
You guys, where's hello?
She's in her body, Jack.
Jack, that's all right.
Hello?
No, this is Evan laughing. He genuinely was worried.
Trevor's just hello? Or Evangeline?
Some space, Iola says.
And I'm just holding the coat and I'm just looking down. Am I back?
You didn't leave. You just stepped to the side, Iola says.
Colder than I thought it would be.
Well, we didn't exactly try to find the thermostat.
I can lend you my pants.
Do not. Under any
No.
No.
What the fuck is that kind of reaction? These are good pants.
Yeah, leave them on you.
The best thing about them is where they are.
Listen, my underwear is mega damaged, so I'm
I
good.
swear to Christ.
I'm making that canon now, Kevin, please.
You made yourself duct tape underwear out of MDC duct tape?
Yes.
All right, I'll factor that into all your future roles.
Well, it's not the sticky part. You know, you make a wall.
No, I know
we'll
you
talk
double
about
layer
it. We'll
It's
talk
very
about it.
thick.
We'll
It's
talk
like
about
leather.
it.
Anyhow, there is in fact a drawer on the bed that does open. Iola pulls it open, and in there is a set of just like complete set of clothing for Evangeline Westbrook,
God damn.
as well as other personal effects, including her cell phone,
More tunes.
and a receipt from like CVS or something,
Mhm.
and just like everything a person carries on their pockets, and a small, actually no, a comically large and fuzzy pocketbook
Yep. That checks.
full of. In there is a whole like tablet computer, a sandwich wrapped up,
It
That
probably
is-
has like 2 bites out of it.
which is in a plastic baggie that is now basically the goo of a sandwich that sat in a plastic
There you
baggie.
go.
For
Oh, yeah.
300
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
everything else in the purse is kind of ruined. There's some throat lozenges, which have petrified.
They've become sentient.
It's
Hell,
There's a bunch of
Those fuzz that have been
tampons.
scribbled by
There's
now.
tissues, the things a woman normally keeps in her
Yeah.
purse. She was not prepared for something weird to happen when she had
Mhm.
her intense psychic visions and fell into a coma.
Shit. Well, we
Back.
got all your stuff.
Smells like rotten sandwich.
Yeah, well, I can throw that out. How are you, like, does it hurt? Are you good? Are your bones made of goo?
No.
That's good. That's good. Can you stand up?
Yes. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of use you guys to kind of help me stand up.
Oh yeah, Jova's
Yeah.
just right there.
Just super shaky because 315 years of not using muscles is gonna take some time to get used to.
Now I'm going to show to all the players that I have a character sheet for Evangeline Westbrook already created.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Glitter boy
Players.
pilot.
Oh, this means I have to not wear this makeup anymore. Oh, well.
I mean,
Technically, though, I still could.
You can do whatever you want.
We can't stop you.
If we take a laser gun to like the side of your face, then you're
Well,
gonna
no, I
end up
still,
with a
like,
normal face. So that,
In
You
the
wanna shoot
glitter
your-
boy outfit, you know.
oh yeah,
You
yeah.
have your face
So-
off.
Yeah.
Jack
No,
had a good
let's-
idea.
So
Let's
Jova's
not.
going to be like, perhaps we should give her some space so we can get her dressed. How about?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just,
Come on, Hargens.
Jova's just
Yeah.
gonna like shoo some people out,
Riley's like, okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm sure Jova and Iola and Artemis wants to be there, but we're gonna help.
This feels
get
profoundly
dressed.
personal. I should probably go.
So Jova and Iola will help Evangeline. Get
Do you
dressed.
guys-
Hey, Jack.
Do you guys mind?
Oh,
Like
yeah, we're
before
outside.
before you get, like before
Before we leave.
I can do it. I can.
Moving is a little slow. Your muscles, through the power of psionics, have not atrophied, but it's still
Just
Mo-
getting used to
it's still your nerve endings now instead of I move this psychic energy this way.
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit, but
You said we had time, right?
that only means, well, enough time.
Take the time you need. We'll figure out how to get out of here.
Yeah, we'll hold back the fucking reptiles. I'm not worried about that shit.
I'd like to do this myself, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
But yell if you need us.
I will.
It's
Thank
weird
you.
to feel cloth against your skin.
Mhm.
And your armor's still there.
I'm gonna put everything back on. I'm just, and it's just like normal street clothes kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
were
it
in
would,
like a normal.
yeah,
well,
it
a
would be,
Christmas, so there's like a sweater. Well, it's in Florida, so a super light sweater.
yeah, I would say like a,
T-shirt.
It is
Like-
actually a Christmas themed. It's one of those knit pattern Christmas T-shirts,
okay,
which I
Okay.
absolutely hate, but are a thing that people like.
Christmas
Okay.
sweaters?
Christmas. One, they're not actually sweaters,
it looks like,
when they're sweatshirts.
T-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's
t-shirts.
but they make
Oh.
T-shirts of it too.
Yeah,
In
That,
that same
that
way
have
that
like the
you
loves it, and
knit
it
on
drives
the
me
front of it. Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of like
no.
this, only
Burn
a
in hell.
t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, burn in hell forever.
This.
That's the word.
And I'd like to say that I have, it's like a simple bomber jacket. Like I may not wear it, but I have it. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then just whitewashed jeans with some holes in the knees and like
Fuck boy G.
type, yeah, like
No.
and brown combat boots.
Nice.
Just that's super simple. And she has a thick leather bracelet.
Which was taken off of her when she was
Yeah.
put into the restraints.
I have a quick thing I'd like to say out in the hallway to Jack before
Okay.
Hello comes out.
He is staring at the ground nervously.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
She's flesh and blood now.
I know. Good thing we have that suit of armor, man. She's squishy as hell. She would like explode.
All right, I don't think you hear what I'm saying.
Right. I do. We don't know how combat trained she is. So when we get her on the surface, we need to keep her, I would say, in the middle of the group so that she doesn't get shot. I mean, she has the suit, but if she takes a direct hit, I don't know how her body would handle that.
Focus up.
Listening, Harkins. What do you want?
She's flesh and blood now, Jack. We all know a little bit about how you may or may not feel.
Yeah.
Just give it some time. That's all I'm saying. Let her feel her body again. Before you try to, if you know what I'm saying.
Harkins, what the fuck? We just brought her back from the dead. What kind of monster do you think I am?
I've
Good
been with you for the
God.
better part of a year. I
First
feel
of
like
all-
I'm not outside the ballpark on this one.
First of all, how do you think that would even...
You obviously have feelings for her, Jack.
That is like the nicest person I've ever met. How the fuck is that even... You know what I mean?
I
She-
know because you
she's
didn't finish your
fucking-
sentence.
Deserves some kind of like fucking, I don't know, one of those stupid cyber knights or some shit. One of the hunky do rights running around the world saving people. I'm a fucking drunk schwack. I'm a psychopath with a metal arm.
How
None of that is
How about-
incorrect.
about you yell about this later? Because it's certainly not going to
He
help.
fucking brought it up.
I'm just saying, trying to nip it in the bud.
I will not jump her bones.
I feel
Okay.
like there might be a better time and place, gentlemen, to reconsider this whole situation.
Well, I could die or have a giant flashback or get teleported somewhere. So
That's true.
I tend to live in the
actually.
moment.
He sort of needs to jump. I mean, remember when a demon lady kidnapped you, or what was she wearing? A demon's
I
face?
know. Like my whole memory can
Literally
be erased at
kidnapped
any
him.
point in time.
Kidnapped him through time and space once
Yeah.
for
That's
like
fair.
3 days.
I fell through a rift to get here, so you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
shit
gotta live in
happens,
the
shit
now.
happens. You
That's
take it
just
where
the
you
thing.
can get it.
Yeah.
I say, yeah. Or we could all be swarmed by lizard people. There's also
Right, we
that.
could all be dead in 30 minutes. So
That reminds me, Artemis. Me and you should check where we
I
came
would
in
love
at.
to.
Let's just go listen and
Definitely,
see if they're coming
absolutely
this
do
way.
that very.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Far away from
Please
wherever Harkins is.
Eject me from this whole conversation, please. Anybody else wants to remember that we're on a mission? I'm gonna go with the psycho guy. Bye.
this was the goddamn me.
Where are
the
you two
psycho
headed?
guy.
Towards the door? Towards the
Literally
lab?
just towards the doorway that we came through, so we could listen in to see if they're like pounding down the doors or anything.
Yeah.
You don't see, as you look up the hallway, you don't see anyone like passing by the door or pounding on it, and you don't see any like claw marks at the door.
Okay. All right. That might be a good sign. So just in case, I say that we still try to sneak our way out.
I would highly recommend that. Yes.
Worst case scenario, if I get to my bike, I'm really fast. I could draw them around for a while.
Oh, yeah, but we left your bike on the other side of town, outside of the. It's over there with the big fly.
I think me and Iola, like, she could get me there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sneaky if I need to be. I just turn my arm off.
I just like point at the arm and go like, give it that really look.
The
I was
smoking
like,
shit is not coming out of it because we had to be
Okay.
stealthy, so he just switched it off. But
It's affectation. Amazing.
Turned off the ground effects. Yes.
yeah. But listen, if we
Head bob, no.
we get out there and they're still out there, stay close to Hello because you can take some hard punches and you can hit really fucking hard. And we don't know how shaky she's gonna be. I don't even know if she's gonna have her fucking powers.
Holy shit. You
Yeah.
are sweet on her, aren't you?
I don't even know what that means. But I do know that we gotta keep her
Congratulations.
alive.
She's beautiful. I
Yeah,
wish you many happy
right?
returns.
Harold, that was crazy. She used to be a bunch of goo and a robot. Now she's like hot as fuck. This is a crazy world we live in.
You're not
But
wrong.
we're keeping her alive. That's a number one today.
Don't worry about it. We will all get out of this alive one way or another.
Good. I will make my way back.
I stay there.
All right. It seems like the barbarians are not here. You don't know what's happening to them unless you guys go outside the door.
I'm gonna get into Harmony.
All right. So you have
As
to take the boots back
best
off,
as I
actually.
can.
Uh,
That's
'Cause-
okay.
but you step back into your suit of little brother armor, and it feels a little tight. Feels a little small. It's familiar because you've trained in glitter boy armor, but it feels a little smaller than you're used to. That suit
I'm used to
kind of being-
having room to wiggle.
Now you have all these stupid bones and
know.
skin, all this dumb
What are
shit,
these things?
all these dumb fucking organs in your body.
so many phalanges.
So corporeal. Ugh.
Ugh, can I go back? No.
Iola's like, well,
I don't think there's anybody in the room with me, right?
no, but Iola's in the hallway. There's no one in
Okay.
the room with you unless you want them.
No.
All right. So
But I'm gonna go ahead and get in my outfit, put my shoes
and
away.
there's a backpack. Like,
Yeah,
you're
get
good.
all my belongings. So I want to have my suit with the backpack over my little brother suit. So a big fluffy like light pink, like almost white but light pink fluffy backpack on the back of this white glitter boy or little brother.
Yep. And Ryan, well,
Wait,
we
the
never
little
did check
brother
the lab.
armor. The little brother armor is wearing a backpack. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. Well, I don't know where else
I
to put
love
it.
that.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty great.
I love that.
Ready to go,
Checks out.
everybody.
Checks
Well,
out.
I'll come out. I look completely the same way I did the last time because I have my helmet down and everything. And I come out a little bit more shaky than normal, but still, I'm using the body to steady my not sure what to do muscles. I'm letting the suit take my. I'm ready.
Do you need water? Are you like really dehydrated?
Eventually.
I don't know,
Bodies
you got
need
them
to be
juice
sustained
boxes in
now.
there, and you got the food for salt.
I've been saving things that I'd like to try.
Okay.
Oh yeah, your mouth feels real dry.
Like the longest nap.
I'll be okay.
Right.
I hate to be that person, says
It's all right.
Riley, but
We're
they're
ready.
like, do you want to look at the lab? Or are we just gonna make a run for it?
Any information is good information.
The lizards weren't pounding down the door, so we probably still got some time if we want to go scrounge up some worthwhile shit.
I'm still
Agreed.
watching our exfil.
What do you guys
Signal
think?
bounces around inside the Faraday cage, but not outside. So you can all communicate no matter what part of the building you're in.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Jovra?
Yes, let's go to the lab.
Keep going. Harkins, you good with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right. As you continue
All right.
around, you follow the pathway through the lab. It's a little bit of a maze, but actually, Evangeline knows the way. She walked it a couple of times when she was a person. Not a lot, but a couple of times, because a lot of her stuff didn't get sent here as quickly as expected. So you get down to the lab. It's locked, and you actually have a key card in your effects.
My fuzzy backpack. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
You open the door using your key card, and as you open the door, you see an enormous, like, 2-story kind of looking lab that goes up. And standing in the middle of it is a 10-foot tall, gleaming chromium guardsman.
Holy crap.
shit.
And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh.
Seems like a good
And then
spot.
its eyes light
It is.
up and it goes, destroy.
Yeah.
Present your hall pass.
Democracy is non-negotiable. What?
From Fallout 4, yep. All right.
Holy shit, Kevin.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was a lot,
good.
man. Dude, how many sessions was this in the making? From session 1 with Hello's, we didn't
What are we
even know
on?
what she
33,
was.
37?
37.
We got to
Assume
37,
there have
we
been
figured
5
out.
offshoots, so 32.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I've been making plans since September.
Oh, you guys,
Well,
when we get back to the van, there's no need for her clinky clank body. Her
Yeah.
television body.
I mean,
We're gonna have
that's-
to literally throw it in the dump
We'll
where it
found it.
belongs.
We'll
Where it
Now,
came from.
hang on.
From the
We
trash
don't,
it came to the trash it will return.
we don't necessarily need to throw it out. It would work perfectly good for target practice or perhaps as a decoy of some
wait.
sort.
We need to
Just saying.
somehow implement it into the McFly somehow. Like
Like-
as like a
a
thing
wacky
on top.
inflatable arm waving tube man. A
Yeah.
wacky inflatable
Oh,
arm
God.
waving tube man. Yes.
Oh dear goodness.
We
Yep.
use the TV because it's an old like fat shitty TV. Use it as like our monitor instead of like all the sleek plasma shit that they probably use in Rifts.
Yeah.
We use this like big honkin' monitor as our TV. That might
Alright.
be pretty cool.
All right, everybody. Thank you for
Okay.
joining us on this long, strange trip into Christmas.
A Neverworld.
We blew
So-
up Santa.
We painted
We did.
Santa and then someone else blew him up. We're
Yeah,
culpable.
that's true. That's true.
Not
We didn't actually
wrong.
blow him up ourselves.
We did not blow up Santa. You're right. You're right.
We are culpable.
We totally started the fire.
Mhm.
Several, in fact.
Truth.
In the
So
hole.
Jervis looking at that and saying, she's not going to want to drive the McFly anymore.
Meanwhile, I'm on the other side of the base going, what? What is it? What'd you guys find? What?
So
Big deal.
we will come back next week, right as at that action.
Right as Jack enters the glitter boy suit, which is now mine.
Yeah, sure.
And then all those words come up on the display, and you go, "Oh."
Words are hard.
I can't read.
It says fire. Hit the big red button.
Check, it just says press start. That's the window.
I don't know.
You just see the glitter boy go.
Okay.
It was
So-
good.
Let's wrap it up. I know, like,
Oh, dear.
we could talk about what's going to happen, or we could save that all for next session.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
Ethan.
Especially with Kate here, we need her back.
yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's go around and give our outros. Starting with Jovra.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely, and you can find me on Twitter at Michelle Ely. You can find me on the Discord where I met all these great people. And yeah, Zarsik was just in the back all the time going,
Guarding the McFly.
yeah, just
What the fuck's going on?
Oh god.
She was playing with Wild Bill.
Yeah.
That means I'm gonna come back and she's gonna be like, "Who are you?"
No, Trevor will
She's gonna
be.
know.
Trevor is always
Yeah, she's
connected
smart.
to Zarsik. Don't
Is
worry.
Zarsik smart?
Oh, you better
Zarsik
hope
gonna
that
know.
body's not a vampire. Oh, Bill will come for you.
Oh, does he does not care. He just goes for it. Vampire dies. That's his whole thing.
I
Yeah.
can
We need-
recognize on a skill check any kind of vampire, so we're fine.
Haven't noticed that I was a vampire this whole time. Got him.
If you pass the skill check. All right. Hello.
Hello. I'm apparently Evangeline Westbrook now, and I don't know what else to say about that. But other than that, away from this soap opera teen drama here, I am Maxine Bachman, and you can find me at anywhere and everywhere at That Girl at That Place, except for Instagram, where I am Lady Skyburn. I am with Thread Raiders every other Sunday from 4 to 7, and here with these awesome people from 8 to 11, which is now. And then I am also on www.nerdychicken.ca. That's www.nerdychicken.ca, where you can find my owlbear dice bags, which I don't have because I was traumatically charged and did not grab them because my brain is mush right now.
Trust us, they're adorable.
They are.
They're super dorbs.
They're super cute.
Check any VOD. They're awesome.
Or the
and-
website.
Or the
Oh,
website.
Yeah.
Right.
And just buy one yourself and then tell everybody else to be jealous. It's
All
totally
right.
viable. But yeah, and I think that's it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome. All right. Harkins.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm the grumpy old man of the party. Apparently. Tonight was awesome, and there was lots of drama, and it was fun. And you can find me next on Friday, running A Storm of Four, a D&D Tale of Elemental Evil at 9 p.m. Eastern here on the channel, and then on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Devil's Luck Gaming, where I run Hell's Coming With Me, a Deadlands RPG that Fox is in too.
Aye.
Yay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Jericho Jack.
Hello, everybody. I am Evan Jennings. I'm Evan Jennings64 on the Twitter, and I'm Zombie Love Juice on Instagram. This was awesome. I really like this one. I love when there's big, important stuff, and this we've been leading towards this since like the whole time. This is very, very cool. And I know you got to be excited about it, Kevin, because you've been talking about this since like when we started the game, and you're like, "Oh, I have plans. I have
Yeah.
plans."
Oh,
That's
this
pretty
is
fucking cool.
almost a year in the making now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This
You were
is
talking to
only
me about this when you.
one
Yeah.
of them.
So, but yeah, you can find me doing this riffs, and then I run a game on a YouTube channel called Beyond DMH. Boop, put it right there, and that's where I run an evil campaign called When We Were Evil. And my friends are awful
They
people.
are.
They are. They're huge pieces of shit, and it's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I have an art account on Instagram called Art of Zombie Love Juice. So please check it out if you like it. Commission me, and that's it.
All right. Up next, we're gonna go to Artemis.
Hey folks, I remain Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter, where you can not so much find me. I'm not doing the Twitter thing right now because shit is fuck.
It's understandable.
You can obviously find me here as part of the Blood Dirt and Chrome crew. I'm our executive producer for SideQuest, the weekly one-shot series that we run every Monday night with a new crew and a new game. Come sign up on the Discord if you're interested. I'm also part of PWN Presents Slaughter every Sunday night, which is an awesome wrestle game that occasionally features puppets. You should absolutely come check that out. And finally, I appear alongside Sean over on twitch.tv/devilsgaming as part of their Deadlands game, Hell's Coming With Me.
All
I've
right.
got other stuff. Stay tuned to my Twitter.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah, I'm
That
not
you
used
don't
to
use.
promoting. I'm not used to promoting something else. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the McGardia channel, I'm Titans Air. Titans Air. It's going to be episode 2. I play Zenbrix, an elven ranger who's actually a rogue, and she tells everybody she's an elf, but she's actually a half elf, but her other parents are halfling, not a human. And then she tells people she's a ranger, but she's actually a rogue. So it's very interesting.
Sounds fun.
And now I've gone cross-eyed.
Yeah.
And now I've gone cross-eyed.
All right. I do want to shout out our friend Kate, me and Midair on the Twitter. You should follow her. She's excellent. She runs
Hey, this overlay.
Yeah, she did this overlay, and you should check out her Twitter if you would like to employ her for other design work. All right. And I am Kevin Myers. I've been your storyteller for the evening. I would like to shout out my wife's yarn company, llamasandlattes.com, which I will paste, enter, which has wonderful knitwear designs. They have stopped dyeing yarn because they want to preserve, because it uses up masks and gloves that don't need to be being used right now. Also, if you're not a medical professional, you don't need a mask. So please don't waste them. Okay.
Wash your damn hands.
And wash your damn hands, everybody.
For 20 seconds.
Stay safe out there. Be well. And join us on the Discord. Thank you to our sponsors.
Can someone hit those exclamation marks for me?
Yeah. Well, I'm still talking, so someone else do it. Haha. Suckers. So, you thanks, Evan. Just a bunch of exclamation points. All right. So thank you all for joining us.
That's what he said.
We will see you. Yes, if you are high risk, I completely understand the need for masks.
Yes.
But those who need them. So be conscious when you use them.
And
All
they
right,
are
thank
quite
you, everybody.
fashionable too, so.
And we will see you next
Stay the
week.
course, Kevin. Stay the course.
All right, we're gonna go raid Dumpstat Charisma, our dear friends over there, playing some D&D tonight, doing the D's and D's. So give a big ol' welcome to the party love for them. We're gonna be out. Bye. We love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ah!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.